Hi, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I hope I can get through the beginning part without getting emotional. This is really, really cool. I know that it was kind of a fluke and I joined late, just kind of filling in for someone. But I am, uh, I'm just really happy. I'm really honored. And oh, cool. I'm glad you can hear me. I'm glad, hope you can see me. And I'm just so, ah, hi, Simon. Um, I'm just, I am so very thankful for you putting the trust and just like kind of letting me fill in at the last minute. So, like, it's wild because like I don't know. I follow most of you guys. I sit here like I don't know. You guys are awesome, and this is such a awesome community. So thank you so much. I am uh, I don't know, trying not to get emotional. Oh my goodness, from the Netherlands. I'm in Florida. um, I uh, I had to have a bit of hard cider here to calm my nerves, and I just um, like trying to explain what you guys mean to me to like family members and things like that. Um, like you are the people that I follow, and even like the new people and things like that I'm finding and stuff like that. Like you're the mentors and stuff. So it's just surreal. So I'm honored. Oh, Florida, yay! um, I am. I guess I'll get to it. What's really cool is um, some of the stuff that I was hearing from kind of popping in and watching our previous segments. Um, Moon Baby was talking about the colors, like we're drawn to decks by the colors, and some people like yellow or some don't. We've got um, you guys, the Shadowland Tarot. This I actually watched Simon's walkthrough and had to go purchase it right then because he was raving about it. And I actually really loved the yellow. I was like, oh my gosh, I love the bright. I hope you guys can see the. Um, but when I was watching Truth and Story with Kelly Fitzgerald's segment earlier today on our Tarothon, I think it was one of her moderators, which is I've seen her over on Tarot Nerds and the Tarot Modification, the Tarot with Scissors thing. She had said something to someone else talking about that she posted her video about how she sprayed the backs, and because she doesn't care for the yellow, like Baby Moon was, am I saying it right? Moon Baby was talking about Brant. I was going to write all this down and I just thought I'm going to wing it. So I was like, where is her video? So I was looking on her channel and it wasn't there. So I'm like, I bet it's over on the modification channel. Or group on Facebook. So I looked there and it was, so she actually spray painted the backs of these, like a silver lavender color, completely covered the yellow, and then sealed it with a sealer. So I'm starting with that because I did not do anything to mine. I actually like the yellow. But I do have sealer and I've used it before. I think that's where her and I connected on that, that group before. Because I had done my Light Seers Tarot replacement where I had sprayed my deck. I edged it as well. Oh, goodness. I did a bunch of like metallics. I wanted to do it with this. It's supposed to be almost like a hologram color shift, like those cars where they change color, but it's not exactly that. So then I went in with a bunch of other colors. And so I sprayed, I'm one of the oddballs, I guess, that likes the card, like playing card feel of the decks. Like I want to be able to really, you know, I like the cards that fly out. I want to be rough with the cards and not worry about damaging my decks. So I was concerned with the Light Seers replacement that we got. So I sprayed it with this sealer. It was actually a different brand, but this is similar. I just found this. It's a clear spray sealer, and it's for crafts like paper and things like that. And that is, I have a video on there on my channel about that. And then she kind of took from that. I believe it's the same person that I'm speaking of about that she did this. I believe she did her Light Seers and matte. So I wanted to try the matte as well. So today when I bought these, I bought a matte. And then I found a pearl because I've been wanting to try an iridescent. Oh, hello, Stella Rain. I'm sorry, I forgot. You guys, I'm so nervous. I do want to say thank you to Jess over at Stellar Rain Dancer too, because she actually was just before me. And I want to be proper and do the correct etiquette and everything. This is my first time on here, you guys. Oh, cool. Yeah, the playing stock or the playing card stock. Some people like the more velvety finish and things like that, but I don't know. So I kind of did like a test for us for this thing. And this pearl, I don't know if you can see. This is like supposedly some pearl finish. It's like a clearer pearl finish sealer. These are, I got them at Michael's at our like local craft store. And it's like a Martha Stewart brand. These were actually really cheap. They were cheaper than the other brand that I had got. And once they dried, they didn't have a tacky feel and the smell is gone. So I actually love them. They were $7.99 US. So I used just I don't know if it's a dollar store where I got these regular deck. And I actually really liked how the matte finish turned out. So this is the matte. There's no shine. It took the shine away. Like this is the other side of the card where it's completely shiny. The normal, you know, card stock. And then this is the matte. And it feels really cool too. It has that. I was just like, oh, I could actually do this to a deck. So I did 4 cards in the matte. Ooh, this is sticking a little bit. I did them today. Let's see. It was sticking to this pearl. So the next one, I didn't do these pearl ones very well. I don't think I shook it very good. It is, it's a spray. It's spray paint and primer / sealer. is what it says on the thing here. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, you guys. But these are all like a clear. So I call them like, because the other one I was using was like an acrylic sealer. These are transparent clear sealer is what it says on here. And it is for indoor or outdoor use, including wood, metal, most plastics, and crafts. But this is the pearl. I'm not sure if I shook it very good or maybe I was too close to the thing, but I thought it was going to have like an iridescent. It is a bit different. I mean, it's gloss, but it does look different than the gloss because this is just the plain gloss without the pearl. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell. Oh my goodness. So this one is the gloss, right? Oh my gosh. So this is a pearl and this is a gloss. So pearl's in this hand. This is pearl. And this is gloss. The pearl almost made it look a little yellowed almost or something. I don't know. So that was just a little test I wanted to do. But some of the cards that I have, and you guys probably can relate if it's like a mass market or something where it would feel cardboardy or almost like it's gonna be, I don't know, like fall apart or tear or something like that. That's what I was wanting to use, the like a protectant or a sealer. So I thought, well, you'd have to use a gloss to really like protect it. But I like how the matte turned out. So I don't know. So that is that light sears that I did with the spray, and I loved it so much. The other light sears that I had, these are both mass markets. This one is the one that I had laminated. The first one that I got, I ran it through the laminating. And someone was asking how I did it. This is what I use, these pouches. And you basically can fit, I don't remember how many cards I was able to fit in there. I don't know. I think I did 4 cards or something, but it was so stiff and I regretted it once I sprayed it. So I really, really liked the spray. So I went back and I peeled the back of the laminating off and then spray painted these and sealed it. So then they wouldn't be as thick. But I just don't like the laminating. So I don't really use this one anymore. Okay, so for one thing I did laminate that was okay, that wasn't super thick or stiff, was I have my Everyday Witch. I did not laminate this. But I wanted another deck. I didn't want to ruin this because I love it. But I wanted another deck without altering my original deck that I'd be able to do reversals. So I saw Ramblin' Mike's thing, and he does, well, actually I had done this prior, but I saw that he does this too. I don't know if any of you guys do this, where we have these books where they have these pictures. There's a whole deck inside the Everyday Witch. There's a whole deck inside there if you take a razor blade to it and you cut it. This is the Everyday Witch, where I literally took the deck or the book and cut out. Now, obviously, they're not labeled, but it's so Rider Waite, you don't need to have it labeled. And it's it's the Everyday Witch. But so I have it, the darker version of this contact paper, the wood. So I basically created my own deck out of the book, which I almost want to buy another deck just so I can have the book, because it is such a favorite of mine, or maybe try to rebuy the book. And it is very, so I don't know, it really works. What I did need to do, though, was it wasn't just sticking the paper onto the contact paper. I did run this through the laminator. And then the trick is to, once you cut it, because I don't like that extra seal around if anybody is planning to do any laminating. Once you cut it, you actually run the card back through the laminating machine after you cut it. So then it reseals those edges so you don't have those funky little edges. Okay. What else? There is the Wildwood. This is what made me actually go buy the wood cardstock. Was I saw someone that, for some reason, I guess when they trimmed theirs, their backs were off, so they backed them with a wood backing, which I thought was pretty, the wildwood, so it became wood backs. I thought that it looked really cool, but I love these, so I didn't want to. I'm glad you're procrastinating brushing your teeth. So I trimmed these. This is the original size. This is that extra card. And then on the back, it does have like what they look like with that white border around them. Oh, heck yeah. Scanning them. I've done that too, and then you print them. I've gone through so much ink and stuff where, just using them for your private use or stuff like that. So this I edged in green, which I want it to be darker. I want it to be more like, like that forest green. So I'm going to go over it again. This deck I actually bought knowing when I got it, I was going to trim it. It is the Everyday Enchantment. And I don't actually keep these in this. I just did it. So this is the actual size that it was. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. If not, it's a giant. You can't even use it or hold it. They have giant borders on them. Just massive. I even had to trim the borders down here. And I actually, earlier today, saw someone on the uh, the Hermit Cave Facebook group did an edging like share on there, and it looked so beautiful. He did like a pink color with the Brilliance stamping ink. And when I originally started when I was edging this, I wanted to do how it looks when you do this. Like I wanted to actually do like pink and then like do all the different colors, and it wasn't working out for me. So maybe I could have done like a dark purple to cover it up, but I just went with black. But I wish I wouldn't have messed it up, because that pink that I saw today was awesome. So whoever you are, if you're watching, you did very good. But yeah, this deck is the Everyday Enchantment. And it is still a large deck with the edges, the borders trimmed off here. So, oh my gosh, this goes by quick, you guys. I have still so much to share. So this is one that I was just doing before we came live. It is not a tarot, but it's just kind of something that I've noticed where, as far as it's the Sacred Rebels, the Oracle. So as far as like when you are getting ready to trim, make sure you look at don't just set your card down, like always do it front side. Or like the actual, don't do it with the backs up, is what I'm saying. Unless that's how you plan it out. Because this, as you can see, the borders are a lot thinner for the actual Oracle card. And then when you flip it over, the backs have a thicker border. So like I just trimmed a couple of them. So now we have, here's an Oracle card with no border. But when you turn it over, it does have a bit of a border still, because the borders are a little bit bigger. So if I would have just, cut that, just kind of just put them down, face down and chopped, I would have lost some of the picture, which is fine. I mean, their pictures are big, but who knows if I would have lost some of the words on some of them too. But and then you also want to keep in mind, excuse me, like a situation like this, there is a number here in the corner, and I have a giant corner rounder. It shows like it's the large one. If I were to use this corner rounder on here, I'm going to almost cut my number off, or probably will cut the whole number off. So you have to kind of take a, spare piece of paper, to go like that. And then you're going to hold it up there. Oh, it might work. I'll just lose some of the little bit of the swirls there, but I could actually do that. I see people trimming them with scissors, like by hand. I could never do that. I'm always using one of these guillotines. The first deck I ever trimmed was this, what is this one called? I had the thing somewhere. The Art of Tarot. And I actually didn't have a corner rounder at the time. So all I could find was one of those, like the pinking shears. So I actually did that, where does that little design. So, I mean, it works. Oh, I'm sorry. It's by Fizzgars. And it has like a little thing that you can put the card right under. They have these at the craft stores and stuff. What else? Oh, speaking of cutting stuff by hand, I got this deck. It's the Victorian steampunk, not the what steampunk that we see like pretty much. I think the Barbara one. And when I saw it, I was like, you know, this whole thing, like the frames are cute. And I was like, oh, I wonder what that would look like if you were to cut off these borders and just like totally trim it. And then on that, what is the name of that group, you guys? It's it used to be Tarot with Scissors, and now they changed it. It's like Tarot with Scissors and something about modification or whatever. Somebody actually did it. They got this deck. It is, and they, does it have a number like, oh, shoot, I don't know. Let me see. I don't see a number anywhere, but I could maybe, it just says made in China, patent pending. I don't know. It's like a small, it's a perfect size almost for the cards. I might try to look it up on Amazon or something and then like do a more description in the, oh, a 6-inch. Okay. Someone put the in there. Bunny kisses is off to bed. You guys are awesome. So someone in that group actually did that by hand where they cut along this whole thing where it literally was a deck all outlined in the frame. And it looked pretty cool, but I don't know if I have the guts. All right. So, I started my Cosmic Tarot. I sprayed it with matte on the front of the, ooh. Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm glad you said that because I was actually wondering if I sprayed something. I was thinking if I spray something, is that going to prevent it from letting me edge it with the color? So you're saying that you already had it edged and then you sprayed it and it kind of maybe bled it a little bit. So I hear that different cardstocks take the ink different inks, and all inks are different, everything. Like, speaking of, a lot of people are talking about how great these are. So I got these, like the cheap super tips. So I'm going to give these a try. If you're going to spray a deck you've edged with a Sharpie or pads. Oh. And then someone says it's a 9-inch. I don't know how many, I don't know what it is. I did trim a few of these Cosmic Tarot. And I want to edge it, but I just can't decide what color. Ooh, okay. Good night, Lisa. All right, this is that enchanted map. This is another oracle where it had the big kind of like brown gold things around. And I just really love the stuff without the borders, obviously. But I also edged it with the I wanted to kind of bring in this periwinkle blue that's in here. So I've got to touch it up a little bit. So some of the other ideas as far as getting to the theme of this for turning trash into treasure. Like if you have a tarot deck that you're not going to use because it's not working for you, say this one. I have seen someone that did not like this as a tarot deck, so they cut it and turned it into an animal oracle deck. The animals are beautiful. It even has, you know, a little bit of wordage where they trim it. And it, or you completely take everything off where it's just the animals. Or there's even a tarot, like that. There's so many groups where you can trade other people, where they might have a deck that you do like, and they might want that deck. This is another animal one, where the spirit song. I love this one though. I like it as a tarot. I wouldn't want to change that one. This is another one that I sprayed. It's the Oracle, the Quantum Oracle. I sprayed it with the same stuff that I did my light seers, just to make it a little more just a little more, I guess, stronger. But it just feels like it'll last longer. Like it's like I can really just shuffle the heck out of them and I don't have to be concerned. This wisdom. Sorry, guys. A lot of these are oracle cards. Wisdom of the night. Wisdom of the house of the night. These were not cornered. They were very sharp. So I had to corner them, and then, you know, they came gilded in the silver. So I just took my silver Sharpie just to touch that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see that all the time. And then these came gilded as well. This is the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. This was actually a gift. And it came this beautiful purple, this gilded. And I, you know, and sticking to the theme of trash to treasure kind of thing, I I'm looking for like this metallic purple to kind of touch up my edges here. But I've actually, someone was saying they love the look of the used tarot, you know, like they like that look of it, that it's being used. So who knows? Oh, there's so much I want to show you guys. I don't know where to. Some of it, I mean, you guys have probably already, you know, the crystal visions, everybody kind of has been trimming that and things like that. This is one that I plan to trim. The Vision Quest. And I plan to trim it. Beautiful cards. And once it's trimmed, it will fit in this bag. And this bag I actually got from the Dollar Tree, our local dollar store. And speaking of that, I have a bin here of just like dollar stuff. So the contact paper that I was talking about was from the Dollar Tree or the dollar store or the 99-cent store. So obviously this was not, this is that mini one, the Next World Tarot, the mini version, which it's a great size. And I found at our dollar store, this fits the Next World Tarot perfectly. And it even has a pocket. For a healing stone. This bag is from the Dollar Tree. So if you're, some of the decks that we get, the bags aren't that great if you're just looking to spruce up the trash box and you want to make it a treasure. You can, like, look at this bag. And it actually feels like leather almost. And it has, you know, something to hang it by. I didn't cut off the things yet, but this I added a ribbon. This one has gold, so I figured it's pink and gold. Or just every time I go, I find new patterns. And this is another little one. So I figured I would show those. Here's some metallic. This is like a, I think it's like a rose gold, metallic rose gold, and metallic blue that I found at the dollar store. And then these I found at our dollar store. They're playing cards, but they have really pretty backs on them with feathers on them. And I want to turn them into like a homemade Lenormand deck. And then I also found these with stripes. So I got 2 of those. And then I found a Wreck-It Ralph, like in the kids section. So got to get the Wreck-It Ralph. And then I found sticky notes. These are like really pretty sticky notes. These look like they're like crystals or something, and the other ones are sparkles. And I was thinking I could do something cool with these where I make an oracle or something, like write something cool on the back. And then this could be actually the backs of the cards. And then the white part would be where I would write, you know, like an oracle, something or other, and then put them in my laminating pouches and then laminate them for my own homemade oracle cards. These are beautiful. These weren't the dollar store. These were actually our Target. They're like unicorn playing cards. So these are the backs. And they're just so pretty. So I got a couple packs of these. And I don't know if they have like Five Below stores in every area, but they had this like little kit where they had tarot cards for $5. And the meanings on the cards are absolutely terrible. I mean, some are kind of right, but some are not. But the backs are beautiful. Absolutely pretty. And then the pictures are awesome. They're really like, yes, vintage. But like some of them, and it depended on what deck you had. Like you could have I don't remember what it was. It was like something was so off. It was like the Lover's card, but it was like giving you it was giving you like the devil description or something. They were just like not accurate. But you could totally turn this into a treasure. I mean, it's $5, so you could trim off the description. So yeah, for $5 with beautiful backs, and the pictures are awesome. So I bought a couple of these. I bought one for a giveaway on my channel, but until my son opened it, because I got one for him, and we were kind of looking at the descriptions. Let me see. See, why does the star card says, be careful not to become too greedy. How in the world? I mean, am I missing something here? I mean, it does say brightness and hope, but why would the star card have anything to do with becoming too greedy? Is that like when it's in reverse or something? I don't know. But they are definitely can be turned into a treasure. So I thought I'd have to share that. Where are we? Oh my goodness, you guys. I need to see what else I want to share if I can't share everything. Oh, this. Okay. So I have a bucket of stuff of the do not use this stuff on your cards. Okay. Do not use Mod Podge on your cards. This stuff is crap. I mean, it might be great for other stuff, but it's so terrible for your cards. It smells, and it's, yeah, it's a cheap deck, that Five Below one. But the, don't use Mod Podge on your cards. It's sticky. It won't ever be not sticky. And even if you like put something else over it, you know, like just don't use Mod Podge on your cards. And then if you're thinking of saving money by doing like, you know, the people are doing the Brilliance stamps and you go with these ones, don't go with these ones. Yeah, Mod Podge is not for cards. And then don't save money by going with these ones. Go with the Brilliance ones, the ones that have the cool shape to them, because These are not good. So don't do the cheap stamp pads either. All right, 15 minutes. So another thing, this the Housewives Tarot was, I kind of blew up with decks later on. So I had one deck for the longest time, and I think this was like my second deck. So I edged it. I don't know if you guys can see, edged it. And I also wrote on it, keywords and stuff. And I wish I never would have done that. But this Mr. Clean Magic Eraser actually can take the stuff off. I think, like, this one had words on it. You can faintly see it. Here's the one that had words. So it does take a bit of the sheen too. But if you're getting distracted by your, yeah, you can see it takes like the sheen. Like these had some of my keywords. I don't know. I wish I wouldn't have done that, but it was my learning deck, It's still close to the thing. I don't want to take my pentacle word off. Maybe that's why I left this on. Trying to read what y'all are writing. Yeah, it's taking my pentacles word off. See the green's on there. Well, let me see what else I might want to show you guys. I did the Radiant. So this one I edged in green after I trimmed everything off. So I didn't want also use dry erase markers over the ink and it will wipe off. Ooh. But so this one is the Radiant. All right. And yeah, I got a ton of Sharpies in here as well. So I guess last but not least, this Mythic Tarot, I have the black. I actually have a really great copy, but I have seen people where they get white, kind of dinged up and things like that. and they'll take the Sharpie to kind of, you know, spruce those up as well. I would never be edging or trimming this deck. This is, you know, one of those, this is that deck. So, oh, thank you, Trish. This has been really awesome. I cannot believe that many people stuck around for little old me. You guys are so fun, and this is such an awesome community. Please make your way soon, you know, follow in the description box to Tarot Dactyl after this. She'll be showing all of us how to speed read tarot, and I want to check that out. And I love that name. Simon had said that too. I'm just like, that's the coolest name. She needs to, like, I don't know, like buy the, what do you do? Buy the domain or something for that so no one can steal that. Thank you guys so much. This has been incredible. Thank you, Simon. I'm just blown away. I really am. Oh, thank you. I don't know. I hope you got something from it. I know that, yeah, people do trim and edge their decks and stuff, but I wanted to bring an extra part to, you know, like, because we've all been kind of like trying the extra thing of like spraying them with the sealers and things like that. I haven't ever done the, where you order the, like, some people order the contact paper, like the really cool stuff. I haven't done that yet. Like, they get really colorful with it, or like holographic, and so trying to see what else I could show you fast. Oh, thank you. I don't know why these are all flipped around. This is my, I had all my boxes because I don't actually keep them in the boxes, but this is my Crystal Visions. And then I did silver. I wonder why. I wonder why they don't, when they're creating a deck, why they don't ask, or like, do Kickstarters do that? If they like ask, or do you get like an option? I think some of them do, where you get the option for like a certain card stock or something. I don't know. Or maybe they should do, like, it seems like Tarot Nerds is a great place to be if you're a deck creator, to see if people want borders, or if people want what kind of like cardstock and stuff. I don't know how people corner it with this. I had to corner this one. I had to do it with scissors, because, I mean, you can kind of tell, like, because this is sticky. It's like stickers, the contact paper. So it just doesn't go in that the corner rounder very well. So when I was making this from that book, it just, I was good. I was going to keep ruining cards and stuff. So I don't know. Oh. Oh yeah, that would have worked better. Oh my gosh, you guys are so awesome. Don't try to sniff the contact paper. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. A metal corner cutter. I've been looking for one of those. Bye. I am wondering where, like, this appears to be metal, like, on the inside as far as, well, actually, this is my new one. I just got this one today. So this might actually do better, but I've seen these people with, like, really awesome, like, where it's like you can change the thing and it, like, I don't know. I don't also know, maybe it's because I'm using dollar store contact paper though, because I feel worried that if I'm putting contact paper on the back and I'm shuffling, I feel like it's going to peel off. So maybe I need to order like the good stuff, you know? So this is probably not ideal. I can't believe, like, every time I'd pop in, I'd see the same names. I can't believe you guys are such troopers. The amount of like support and everything. It's insane. I could never find one at Walmart. That's where I ended up getting those scissors. Like these they were like the wavy scissors. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Simon. Oh, I got to find my mouse. It's under all this stuff. Ah. Whoa. Okay. All right, I'll see you guys at Tarot Dactyl.